is the Trench movie. Well, this is interesting because in 2018, I believe, after Aquaman came out, it was announced that there was going to be a Trench spin-off movie, and there was no update since on anything. It never went into production, never got any directors attached or anything. It was rumored that James Wan or expected that James Wan would do it, but that never happened. But yeah, recently in an Instagram exchange, he was posting something else, and then someone asked him, "Will you be doing a Black Manta streaming series, maybe?" And James Wan replied with so casually, he just said, "I'll let you in on a secret. The cancelled Trench spin off movie was really going to be a secret Black Manta movie." And everybody just went nuts because this was. Black Manta is a cool character. I know a lot of people didn't like how he was presented in the first movie. He was kind of sidelined, which I thought was fine because the main story wasn't about him. And it was about Orm and stuff, right? So I thought it was fine if he was there just as a side character who would be set up for the sequel. I thought that was fine, but I know that a lot of people didn't like that thing. And also, this was most likely just shoehorned in by Jeff Johns because he was very adamant that his character should have been in the movie and all that. So I like the character even outside of the DCU. He's a pretty cool looking character, pretty cool character, and Yahya Abdul-Mateen played him pretty well. So the design is also pretty good. So I liked the character in the movie. And knowing this, and I was not very much looking forward to the Trench, but I was intrigued because if James Wan was gonna direct that movie, it probably would have been a really good horror type movie. And now with this revelation that Black Manta would have been the lead, it probably would have been a survival horror movie. And that would have been amazing. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's cancelled. At least for now.
yeah, and funny because I bet you when this was announced back in 2019, people were like, nobody asked for this.
Yeah.
They wanted the Snyder cut and stuff like that, which is fair enough. I wanted it as well. But yeah, and then now all of a sudden, since it's a Black Adam or Black Manta movie, sorry, people are like, "Oh, f you, Warner Brothers," and all this kind of stuff. But like, let's just say, for example, this was announced 4 or 5 months ago. People would probably have the same reaction. Nobody asked for this. Like, I want the Batfleck series. I want the
Yeah.
Henry Cavill Superman movie. Like, they would have the same reaction. Now that now that they were lied to, they feel betrayed. But yeah,
I don't
you see
understand that
that.
mentality. Even like with Peacemaker, like it's not like they are making these instead of Justice League or Batman. They're making these separately. You can still have this and that as well. You don't have to say we don't want this, we just want that. You can have both. Always be open to
Yeah,
both.
I've never like been angry over a film being announced
Yeah.
ever. Like, why would I be? It's just like the
If you don't
Trench
like it,
movie
don't
could have been
watch
the
it. It's not going
yeah.
to be
Like
forced into your screen.
for all we know, the Trench movie could have been the greatest comic book movie of all time. Could have been the
Yeah.
greatest movie of all time. And we just don't know these things until we watch it.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if the Joker movie never happened, or Zack Snyder's Justice League never happened, or Logan never happened. Then you would have missed great pieces of cinema, great pieces of comic
Lego
book material.
movie.
That
People
yeah,
thought that was a
these are
stupid idea.
yeah,
The movie was
that's
great.
a great movie. It's so much fun. Like, people just shit on this stuff for just no reason whatsoever, and they shit on Peacemaker every single day. But there's people out there that are excited for Peacemaker and they're going to watch it. The thing is, like, I don't read comic books, so I watch Doom Patrol, I watch Stargirl because these are characters I never knew existed, and this is my comic
Yeah.
book. I get to watch them in live action form for the first time and learn about these characters. You know,
Mhm.
and I would have did the exact same thing with the Trench, with Black Manta, with Peacemaker. Like, these are ways to be educated on these characters for me, and I find this fun. So I would have watched. I might not have been excited for the Trench movie, but I would have watched it definitely.
Yep.
And Black Manta movie, I definitely would have watched that as well. And I think I think this will happen after Aquaman 2. I think down the line it will be announced for a streaming series. I think if
Yeah.
Aquaman's as big a hit as the first one, I think this is something that'll definitely happen because I'm loving Black Manta's arc in the Aquaman movies
Yeah.
because he's not the central focus. He's like a side piece. He's just doing
Yeah.
his own thing on the side. Aquaman has his King of Atlantis, discovering different worlds, and you have Black Manta chipping away. He's learning more. He's gaining more technology.
Hmm.
He's becoming more advanced in his fighting.
He's
And in the
also
end,
a part of Legion of Doom, I think.
yeah, and in the end, he will find Aquaman and he will fight him and maybe beat him. I'd love that to happen in the third movie. I think there's a massive showdown coming between those two. And I think in Aquaman 2 they will fight again and Aquaman will beat him. He has to go back to the drawing board again and come up with a new plan. But he's learning about Aquaman more and more. I think the trench movie could have been like Alien, or This Got Alien, where Black Manta goes to the trench to find a weapon or find a piece of information again to use against Aquaman, and he gets unraveled in this monster, sea monster kind of thing. Could have been very interesting, and it would have been more of a way to learn about the character, his intentions, his origin, where he came from, what drives him, and it would have added more depth for the character going into Aquaman 2. But that could be Aquaman 3 then after Aquaman 2 comes out. Maybe this will happen. But yeah, I would have been excited for this. But yeah, people losing their shit like they feel betrayed and that they would have watched this movie and they would have been excited. I don't know. Like, this is a character that was brought into the DCU by Jeff Johns and he was pushed into that film. James Wan didn't really want to use the character. And now people are defending the character because it's like a piece of evidence to use against Warner Brothers because you did this wrong.
Yeah.
But they hate Jeff Johns then as well. It's just like it's very messy. It's very hypocritical, I think, at times online. I didn't call it out too much because I don't want to be getting into stupid Twitter arguments. But I thought Black Manta was a great part of the first movie, and Yahya Abdul-Mateen has an amazing filmography right now. Candyman, Matrix, Aquaman. I think I'm forgetting loads of other movies, but he's supposed to be in another big reboot or something like that. I forget which it is, but he's supposed to be coming in. He was announced for something else big as well. But yeah, this movie I think it will eventually happen, and James Wan will make it happen. Yeah, he's
in Matrix.
Yeah, I said Matrix,
Yeah,
and Candyman. But he also has something else, but he has a great career ahead of him, and he seems to be a Warner Brothers guy. They're casting him.
Oh yeah, he was recently cast for something big. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's a Warner Brothers guy, big time.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't be surprised if they try and tie him down and give him his own movie or HBO Max streaming service.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's a great actor. And after the Matrix, he'll probably be even bigger because he has a pretty big role in that. Seemingly, he's playing Morpheus. So yeah.